Joined on the set now by the head coach of the Fighting Illini, Tim Beckman. Jerry Kill of Minnesota with us as well. Coach Beckman, I'll start with you. Your first year at Illinois, what has the biggest challenge been in your transition?
Well, for the first and foremost thing that we've established is a coaching staff. I thought that was the most important thing that we needed to do, is to make sure that we gathered people that believed in the same things that I believed in, that had the same philosophies about winning football games and demanding to build young men. So being able to get that coaching staff, I think that things went extremely well. I have a hard time with these two months that we have off from these players, these last 8 weeks. I would love to do what they do in basketball, where they have the opportunity to meet with these guys. So I would say the hardest thing that we've had as a coaching staff is being away from these guys, especially when you're trying to build a program.
How about from your point of view, Jerry? You were in Coach Beckman's shoes last year. Now it's year two. You've gotten settled a little bit. What are the biggest differences we should expect to see year two at Minnesota as opposed to year one?
Well, I think the biggest thing is being comfortable. Going in your first year, again, a lot of the unknown, as Tim said, but I think we know our players much better. We've been through some adversity, and I think our kids have come closer together through that. We've had the opportunity to recruit and maybe fill some holes, and I think our kids understand what we want much better. And from the weight room to the academics, we've improved and gotten better. So I look forward to seeing us be a better football team we were a year ago.
Coach Kill, you've done this before. You've rebuilt programs. After a year now, what are some of the challenges that you faced at Minnesota that maybe you didn't face at your other schools?
It's really unique. It's been very similar. When you go into a program, you go into it and you look at the academics and how your kids are succeeding there. And we were struggling there, and we struggled at that when I first got to the other places. It may be keeping your coaching staff and having turnover in your coaching staff. And, we've been able to hold our coaching staff in there for this year. The strength program, you take a look at the strength program. We had 2 full-time strength coaches. Now we have 5. We've improved that area. So I think it's just the emphasis of what you need to do to have a good program, and whatever level it is, it seems like it's been the same problems and the same things. And of course we're changing a lot of that, and you don't get it all changed in 1 year. It's a process.
Coach Beckman, you talked about the quarterbacks a little bit yesterday. Nathan Shieldhouse coming back. Tell me a little bit about Riley O'Toole and how he may fit into the quarterback rotation if there is one.
Well, I was excited about how Riley progressed for the 15 practices that we had. We did something that I learned from Coach Gundy, which I really feel helps our football team out, is we went six practices, then we went on spring break, and then we came back for 9. Well, we struggled the first 6 offensively. You put in a new system. The quarterbacks are struggling a little bit. Getting away for the week and then coming back, you could see and sense that Riley O'Toole and Nathan Shieldhouse and Miles Osei were guys that had done things that week off to make themselves better, and then came back and gave back to the football team for those last 9 practices. So we saw Riley get better, we saw Nathan get better, and we saw Miles get better. So I'm very excited about August 5th, and I'm very excited about the competition that we'll have every day on that practice field at that quarterback position.
Coach Beckman, how much, if any, will you talk to your team about the unusual situation and the leaders, that there's really only 4 that can get to Indianapolis?
Coach, it still comes down to winning football games. We still have to play Penn State and Ohio State, and we still have to beat them. So, for this football team, we do not have to consider that at all, in my opinion. They struggled last year by winning 6 games and then had a problem with handling success. So the thing that we're going to be talking about is everything's based on 1. Everything that we're doing is based on 1. It just doesn't mean Operation New Era. It means 1 play. It means 1 rep. It means 1 lift in the weight room, 1 series, 1 game, 1 quarter, all those things. So we are honed in on making sure that we take care of our first opponent, and that'll be Western Michigan, then our first Big Ten opponent, which will be Penn State.
Coach Hill, you talked yesterday about having about 30 plus, but 36 new players on the roster. How is that going to help your team continue to develop in the second year of this offense and defense in the special teams program?
Well, I think we lacked a lot of depth a year ago, and I think this is going to help us depth-wise and building a program. You know, we look to play maybe we're going to have to probably 7 or 8 freshmen that are going to have to step up and play in our program, but then I'd like to redshirt the rest of them, and that's pretty much what we've done in the past where I've been before, is to build a program. I think each school in the Big Ten is a little bit different where they're at right now, and I know where we're at and what we need to do and where we need to go, but you know, adding the new players to the program and you know, getting them to fit in, it's gone pretty well, and I certainly, again, feel much better than when I sat up here a year ago.
Minnesota's Jerry Kill, Tim Beckman of Illinois. Thanks a lot, guys. Look forward to seeing your teams this week. Get on the bus.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Appreciate it.